If you're looking at dividends, right, and stocks, and that was your game plan for retirement, maybe a little Social Security, and then maybe you have a little bit of savings, man, right now that's kind of rough. Can you really count on that? And I haven't talked about, how Social Security is not guaranteed. There's inflation and there's taxes on all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, recession hits. Hey, what's up? My name is Henry. And in this one, I really want to just talk about some things that you should keep in mind, just to have an open mind if you are really into dividend growth investing or into stocks. You got your index funds, you got your 401k. Anything that's stock based right now, you should really look at your game plan. In case times like this comes up again, which it will, because everything is cyclical, then you'll be prepared, right? Or you have a better chance at survival. Because if you don't tweak your game plan now, it's gonna be too late by the time you're deep in retirement. It's gonna be a little bit too late for you. So an example I wanna go over. The average person in the US makes about 48K. And if that was your plan to replace your income in retirement, let's just say you're happy with 48K, that's you. And then what people say is, financial advisors, you need about 80% of your pay before retirement in order to have a comfortable retirement. So 80% of that's 38K. And one thing I want to throw into that math is that inflation does hit. Inflation hits hard. So if you put 2% inflation for 30 years, you're gonna need really about 87K to have the same buying power as today. Inflation sucks. All right, and let's assume that you're gonna count on some Social Security. So right now, the average Social Security benefit is about $18,000 a year. And then let's say Social Security goes up about 1.6%. It really depends, but that was last year's number. And let's just just use that as the math. That would be about $67,000 with whatever you invested and with Social Security. Not bad, right? It looks okay, 67K, right? But like I said, 30 years from now, inflation is gonna hit hard. So that's not looking that great already. All right, so let's look at what kind of stock portfolio you're gonna need in order to come up with that 38K a year. So if you're going with the 4% rule, that comes out to about $950,000 that you're gonna need if you're gonna try to survive off of 38K every year. So that means you're gonna have to save about $850 every single month, and you're getting about 7% return using some S&P 500 index fund, and then you're gonna have to do that for 30 years. And then imagine the recession hit. Bow, you're down to 665K, if you hit by 30%. And now the max you can take if you wanna not run out of money, 26,000. So I hope you can survive, tighten everything up, survive off of 26,000 plus whatever you're getting for Social Security. All right, now let's look at the dividend route. If you're going, trying to live off of dividends, right? Dividend growth investing, average dividend yield is 2.22%. You're gonna need about $1.7 million to get a $38,000 dividend payout. That means you would have to invest $1,500 every single month, getting 7% from an index fund for 30 years. If you're making 48K, I'm not sure saving $1,500 it makes a lot of sense. But then imagine the recession hits and you're down again. Dividends suspended or cut, your stock is down 30%. I really hope you do have 1.7 million in the bank. Then I'm not too worried about you. Okay, so what can you do about this, right? You see the problem, hopefully. So if you're just going the dividends and stocks route, I wanna say that whatever you think you need, you should add 30% on top of that. The only thing, if you don't wanna do anything different, you just wanna do dividends, you wanna do stocks, and that's it, that's fine. That's your style, super passive. I don't wanna spend any time on this stuff. At least set a goal of 30% more than whatever you did right now. And even if you don't hit it, you're gonna, no matter what, save a lot more than you thought. And I think that will give you better odds. This also covers you just in case the government decides to cut Social Security or they run out of money or whatever. They can't agree and they cut benefits. If you invested that much more, then you're gonna be in a lot better shape than most people. And then my favorite thing is rental income. So I know it's not for everybody, and I know not everybody can do it, even if they wanted to, but if you could, try to keep an open mind. I know people say they don't like debt. They say it's risky. They say it's crazy. Anything that you've never done before, it's gonna seem risky. It's gonna seem impossible. It's gonna seem like, it's not for me. But until you dig in, so just like stocks, until you dug in, right? Did your research, got your experience in. Now it's no big deal. Now it makes so much sense, right? It's the same with real estate. If stocks drop and if dividends get cut, you still have one more stream of income. In this video, I just want to get your mind thinking about just something, whatever that is, maybe a business, something else that will just get you some kind of stream of income. You want to think about those things now and prepare for those things now. Even though right now we're in the thick of it. Hopefully you think about it and develop those things now, so in the future when you're actually trying to retire, you don't get caught out. The other thing is, don't always go the easiest route, the most passive, 100% passive. No one has to do nothing route, because that usually is not the best route. Sometimes it's not even that safe. You think it's safe, but you're just putting your money into someone else's hands and hope they figure it out and hope you did your research and hope it all works out. But I have my own perspective on that, right? I think businesses don't last forever. If you had a good business that lasted 10 years, that's already one of the lucky few. So if you're gonna put your money to a company, hope they last forever, by the time you're 60 or 80, I mean, I don't know, that's up to you. And I'm not all about work, I'm trying to work as hard as I can and do all of the work. I'm just saying there's things that you can put in the work in the beginning, and then later you're just gonna reap the benefits. So my plan is you collect all those rental income, at some point, pay them all off, and then have a property manager, and then have them manage it, and I'll manage them. I'll get updates, I'll check on them and make sure everything's running. Of course, they're not gonna run it as good as you, but I don't really care, because at the end of the day, as long as they're not breaking the law, they're decent, and you keep getting the checks and you keep making money, then I don't care. Even with dividends, you still have to do some work. You have to keep up with the company, make sure they're still making money, because if they're not making money, you're gonna get rid of it too, right? And put into some other company that hopefully pays out a safe dividend. So at the end of the day, it's just keep your mind open. Just see if there's anything else that will work for you, but have multiple streams of income. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching and good luck out there.